Most antenna failures have nothing to do with the actual product, but choosing the wrong one. If you're an electrical engineer, this video is going to save you time, your reputation, and potentially thousands of pounds. People utilize antennas for many different things, from remote controls to other telemetry systems. But the question we're often asked is, which is the best antenna? When it comes to RF, antenna choice directly impacts system reliability and range. The right antenna can be the difference between a reliable wireless link and signal lost. In layman's terms, a radio system boils down to 5 things. First, transmitter power output. Second, how efficient the transmitter antenna is at getting power into the airspace. Third, how efficient the receiver antenna is at receiving the signal from the airspace. 4, the receiver sensitivity, so how small a signal can the receiver recover. And 5, the space between the 2 antennas, because is this line of sight or is there something in the way? If you have a question on choosing the right antenna for your next install, drop it in the comments below. So let's take a look at some standard RF antennas and explore how they might be suitable for your next install. If you're looking for a space-saving antenna, this is the solution. Compact and cost-effective, PCB antennas are perfect for embedded systems. Typically they're under £5 and ideal in tight spaces, where aesthetics are key. However, these antennas are tiny, therefore you won't get as great range due to the size and strength of the signal. So if you're looking to save some money and hide the antenna from view, then this is the antenna for you. But keep in mind, the compromise is in the performance. This is arguably the best all-rounder antenna, the quarter wave whip. Normally costing around £5 to £10, these antennas are extremely versatile, durable, and omnidirectional, meaning your antenna will hold up in tough weather conditions. You'll be able to use them in all different scenarios with minimal setup and can angle your product in any direction, knowing that your signal will still work effectively. Imagine a ring donut around the antenna. That's the pick zone that the antenna will pick up a signal, meaning there will be a much larger area where the signal will pick up compared to other types of antennas. But by installing vertically, you'll get best performance, which is great for many different types of applications. So if you're looking for a great all-rounder, the quarter wave whip could work well for your next install. Space can often be an issue on tight installs, so having a reliable antenna is crucial in avoiding unhappy customers and callbacks. STUBBY antennas are typically around £5 and are a compressed version of the whip antenna, slightly compromised on performance, but another great all-rounder, which is more discreet and space-saving than the quarter wave whip option. If performance is key, but space is an issue, then the STUBBY is the right antenna for you. RF antennas can be shiny objects for those looking to damage something, so having a durable antenna can be a lifesaver in most RF installations. Puck antennas are around £20 to £30 and are low profile and a tamper-resistant option, which means they're a perfect solution for security panels or compact applications where aesthetics and durability are key. They're so resilient, you can even play hockey with them. We use them on most of our industrial systems for that exact reason. You may also find these on parking meters or vending machines. The greatest benefit to this antenna is it's incredibly difficult to remove or damage, meaning it will work in pretty much any environment all year round. So if you need an industrial option that is also high performance, the Puck antenna is an excellent choice. The largest and most powerful antenna of them all is the Yagi, typically starting at around £200 and ranging all the way up to £1,000. This is your most high-end option. You'll recognise a Yagi antenna as it's commonly used to pick up a domestic television signal. Now, one thing to consider is that Yagis need to point to one another in order to work, as they are directional. They typically have a 30-degree cone of reception, so require setting up properly. But the payoff is they can transmit over 10 dBms, which is a super high gain compared to smaller and cheaper options like the quarter wave whip or the STUBBY, which don't really have much gain at all. This is the absolute best option for high performance if your budget is not an issue. And if you've got an install coming up that requires an absolute beast of an antenna, then the Yagi is your best bet. So these are 5 of the most basic antennas that could work for your next install. But regardless of these 5 options, the actual installation is key. In other words, aim high for where you position your antenna, as this will make a huge difference to your signal. Because as we know, obstructions will seriously reduce your system's reliability. You wouldn't expect Lewis Hamilton to win races on the wrong tyres. So you need to make sure you choose the best possible antenna for your project. And if you have any questions on any of the antennas we've featured in this video, drop us that question in the comments or send us an email.